This is the ABR Roadshow. I'm Danyel DeTomo, and today we are in Newport, Kentucky. We are at a restaurant called Purple Poulet. This is a Southern Bourbon Bistro, and I'm very excited to learn about the space. I heard it's beautiful inside, and they have many rooms. Something else I've heard about is that fried chicken. I heard it's the best of the best. I cannot wait to try it. Let's get started and get some food made. I'm so ready to try the food here. We have Rick joining me right now. So Rick, I know you and your wife are both owners.
Yes.
Now, are you mainly back here in the kitchen?
I'm in the kitchen and she handles the front of the house.
All right, so you are in your zone.
We have a wall right there. I got the back part, she's got the front part.
All right, so he's already in his zone right now. You got your nice chef coat on, ready to go. Okay, tell me the first thing you're gonna make for us.
Okay, we're gonna make shrimp and grits, which is one of our original items from the first day that we opened.
All right.
It's a fairly simple item, but it's got a lot of punch to it.
Okay, let's get started.
We're gonna get the skillet good and hot with a little oil in it there. I'm gonna grab my shrimp here. The flour I'm using is the same flour mix and seasoning that I use on our fried chicken.
We're gonna be trying some of that today as well.
Now I wanna get the skillet good and hot.
Yes.
Keep it from sticking to it.
So you're gonna have a nice crunch to it, crispiness to it?
Yeah, I'm looking for a little crispiness to it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you saute, it's gonna have a little crispiness to it. Not as crispy as a deep fryer, but still gives it a little crunch there.
All right, still a little something, something.
Yeah, so when you bite into it, it gives it that nice crunch there.
Okay, so I'm curious, with you being in the kitchen, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 40 some years.
Good gosh, okay.
I obviously own my own restaurant here now. I've had other restaurants in the past. Many years ago, I moved away from the city for a few years, working elsewhere, but ended up back here. And these grits right here, these are the Wiesenberger grits from down in Midway, Kentucky. So I had a little Creole seasoning, and there's a lot of Creole cream cheese in there.
Okay, those look really good. I mean, you can't go wrong with shrimp and grits. What was the reasoning you wanted to put a dish like this on your menu?
I like it.
True.
When I started putting the menu together, it's kind of a collection of things that I like over the years and what I like to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it may not be some of the fanciest food in the world, but it has flavor.
That's what it's all about. As long as it has flavor, we're good.
It has flavor and it looks nice. Now sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. The sauce, by the way, is a bourbon pan gravy.
Is this your recipe? You just come up with that?
This is my recipe, yes. This is what I call a red-eye ganache. It's a reduction of coffee, brown sugar, and then we're just gonna put a little microgreens, which you notice are purple.
Oh, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Oh my. And that bourbon sauce, I gotta get a little more of the grits though. That's some good shrimp and grits.
Thank you.
Oh man.
That's one of my personal favorites on the menu, so.
And look, it was the first thing he made for us today. I'm very appreciative. Okay, well, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna actually meet your wife, the other owner. We have more food to show y'all, and we're gonna learn some really cool stuff about the restaurant. Just met Rick in the kitchen, and now his wife Roxanne is joining us. Love the purple, by the way. I should have. I'm filling out a place right now on my orange, but it's okay.
It goes with purple.
I don't even know if I have a purple shirt in my closet. I need to look, to be honest. It's got.
We can help you with that.
They probably have enough. They can have one for me. So, let's start with that. The Purple Poulet?
Poulet, yes.
Poulet, okay. Very unique name. I know there's a story because that's kind of how it all started, Tell me about how the name came about because you're going to see a lot of purple.
When I first started to do this restaurant, I knew I was going to do Southern food that I really like. And I used to have a restaurant that featured fried chicken. So I knew fried chicken was going to be like the star of the show here. So hence Poulet, which is French for chicken. purple part kind of came in with...
Most of the staff will tell you that it's because it's my favorite color. But that's really just a small piece of it. About a year before we were actually open, we knew we were going to open a restaurant, just hadn't found a location yet. We were at an antiques shop, just kind of doing some shopping for ourselves. And I found this gorgeous crystal chandelier, and it was purple. And of course, he's like, that will not look good in our home. But if you wait until we get the restaurant, then you can buy it for the restaurant. So the day he signed the lease on our first location, I went to the antique store and it was gone. And so I think just to keep me happy, he said, well, you can decorate with purple. And then when we started talking about the name, it just kind of made sense.
Yeah.
Purple Poulet. Hence, purple was born here. So,
I know.
yeah.
Well, that leads me to this. Now, this location, there's a lot of space here. Can you go through, because we're in one of the rooms, can you kind of go through what all is being offered in the space?
You enter downstairs in the main part of the original building, which is dated back from the 1870s. We have our bar down there. We have a secret room kind of in the very back part, the speakeasy, which is to commemorate all the history in Newport with the gangsters and all the gambling going back.
Pretty cool history there.
And then the second floor, we have 4 small rooms up here on the second floor. Each one has a different theme name to it or whatever. We're sitting in the old-fashioned room right here, which is named after the old-fashioned cocktail.
Is that what this is?
This is an old-fashioned cocktail right
means
here.
it's the perfect time to take a sip.
This is a blackberry old-fashioned, one of Roxanne's creations.
Okay, so you created this. All right. Now, is this your go-to drink right here?
If I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink that.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Oh, my, yeah. Oh, that's really tasty.
It's been our #1 selling cocktail every week for the past 2 years.
It makes sense. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd be at your bar a lot. It's really good.
The old-fashioned room up here, like I said, we have the Gangster Room commemorating the history of Newport downstairs. This room up here is has a little different type of a story to it, but it also goes back to the gangster days. This back room, from what I was told, used to be a card playing room for some of the gangsters in the area years ago. And not only that, but previous owners have come in here and told us that there's a ghost up here.
Lovely.
We actually have one of our people that work here, one of our servers that works here actually has seen the ghost. So then in addition to this room, we have several other rooms up here. We have the Sazerac room with the New Orleans decor, the Charleston room.
This being in Newport, Kentucky, what is the reason you wanted to bring a restaurant like this to this community?
Before we were at this location, we were actually down in Dayton, Kentucky, about 2 to 3 miles from here, down on Route 8. And we were there for several years down there before we relocated over here, which this is a little bit bigger of a location. We're real close to the bridges going across from Cincinnati. There's a lot of new residential going on in the area right here along the river.
Well, and the building is a historical site. You know, the Historical Society deemed this a historical site, and history's always been a really big part of your life, a big interest of his. This building itself, in Newport, the people that have lived in Newport most of their life, you know, they know the Green Derby building because it goes back so far in time that it was an opportunity to kind of combine a lot of the things that really are of interest to him in his career.
Yeah. So all like the Charleston, the Derby, all that stuff is just your personal interest, and you wanted to do like theme rooms with it?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the rest of the food. The grand finale, I guess we'll call it. All right, well, let's start with this one because I honestly have no idea what I'm looking at here, but it's beautiful.
That is a seafood melange,
There
we
you go.
call it. There's sauteed seafood in there.
All
we have
right.
sauteed halibut and shrimp and crawfish tail meat. There's our buttermilk bacon mashed potatoes in there. This is a lobster sauce going around the plate there.
Oh my goodness. So tell me about this dish and how did this end up on your menu?
Like I said, everything on the menu are favorites of mine. This is a dish that I was toying around with when I was a chef at a country club many years ago. And I actually had the special molds made that I put it together with, layer everything in there. And,
It was
just
put
really
together
makes it-
so well. It was a great presentation.
So there's a little bit of architecture involved there.
I like didn't want to mess it up, so I was like, I want to do this, but yes, very tasty dish. I love the what was the name of the sauce?
The lobster sauce.
Love it, so good. Okay, fried chicken, which you said is your thing.
This is
Tell
our
me
thing.
about this.
It's a half a chicken. There's a breast, a thigh, a leg, a wing, and it just the flour seasoning mix is just a secret seasoning mix came up with many years ago,
Okay.
and
Secret.
we'll leave it at that. I think.
All right, I don't want to ask too many questions. Just know that it's when you think of fried chicken, this is the fried chicken you want.
But we were also several years ago in Southern Living magazine. They did an article on the best chicken in the various states throughout the country. And we were voted through them the best fried chicken in the state of Kentucky through Southern Living magazine. So we're real proud of that.
They weren't mine. That, oh my gosh. I mean, I know you can't tell me, but whatever you did, this is like a 1,000,000 out of 10 right here. It just goes over top.
It's
so good.
It's very simple. It's a very simple mix. It's so simple. If I told you, you wouldn't even believe it.
I mean, it's so simple, but it's like people love like good fried chicken, you know? And like, it's when you find one, it's like, oh my gosh, my life is complete.
So this claim to fame here dinner is our #1 seller. We also offer it as a chicken and waffle on our regular menu.
Oh, I bet that's popular.
With a sweet potato cornmeal waffle.
All right, well, thank you so much for everything. Listen, you've got to get in the kitchen and cook everyone some of this delicious food. We've had a great time. Thank you.
It's going to be a fun night.
It sure is.